Hey Moon Magic Super Souls, welcome to today's readings. Today we are asking what to expect next in your love life. Now this is a timeless reading, so you can come to it at any time. However, the day I am actually doing these readings is the day before Valentine's Day. So if you're watching it as I uploaded, it just feels really appropriate to do a reading like this on this day. So, beautiful souls, firstly, welcome back to anyone who is returning to the channel and welcome to anyone who is new. It is truly a great honor and a blessing to be connected with all of you. And if you're watching this as we uploaded this today, or as I'm doing the readings today, thank you all of you who joined me in our collective reading event yesterday. It was mind-blowing and amazing. Just absolutely stunning. The energy that we generated together was huge. So thank you so much, all of you who were able to join me. And don't worry if you missed it, you can watch it. If you go to the homepage, it was recorded and you can watch it there. So, beautiful souls, let's check out the piles that we have today. There are several ways that you can choose your pile. You can choose by the crystal, by the card that we have. We have 3 lovers cards, so we've got 3 different decks to choose from. And I will also be asking the universe to check in on a pile for you as well, and I'll put that in a separate timestamp. So, dear ones, let me show you the cards in more detail. So this is the first deck, and this is the card of the lovers. Let me make sure that that's focusing properly for you. So this is for pile 1, and this is with a beautiful agate heart. So that is pile 1. Pile 2. This is your card. And this is sitting with an amethyst heart. Really beautiful. And for pile 3, this is your card. This is the card of the lovers. This is the deck, as you can see them as we move the cards. And this is sitting with the cat's eye heart. You can see why it's called a cat's eye. Just amazing. Okay, so these are the 3 piles. Now, what I'm going to do is leave the video running for a little bit longer for anyone that wants a bit more time to sit with your own intuition. And then I will then draw using the Ask the Universe, Pick a Pile element that I have on my website. You can always go and check that out if you ever want to find a reading or choose a pile, or you need help to choose a pile. But I'll put it in a separate timestamp. So, beautiful souls, I will see you either in the Trust the Universe element of the video, or I will see you in the readings. Okay, let's ask the universe. I am on my home page. I'm going to click on find a reading, and I'm not going to look for a reading, but I'm just going to reveal our pile. What does the universe suggest? Pile 3. That is the pile that you are being guided to today by the universe. Beautiful souls, I will see you in the readings. Pile 1, welcome to your reading. So, what to expect next in your love life? You have the agate heart. Let me put that over here for you. And this is the card of the lovers, but I'm going to put it back into your tarot deck. And we're going to shuffle and see what comes through. And we'll draw your oracle cards as well. I'm seeing this, and this, and this. And I think it is actually... yeah, it is that one there. Okay, that will do for your tarot cards for now, although we may draw more, and I have other decks sitting here too. I'm going to draw a Rumi card for you. and read you a poem as well that comes with these cards. You have Enter the Garden of Delights. Wow. Okay. I think your love life is looking up. This card is stunning. The energy that it brings is just stunning. Let's see what else we have for you. Passion. Oh my goodness me, your love life is looking up. Really, really, really. Wow, this feels like dive in. It's going to be time to dive in, immerse yourself in the near future. Okay. Gosh, if any of you are looking for love, this appears to be promising something. Just looking at the way we see this, almost this beautiful landscape, but also a garden through this window. Are some of you, here I am asking you a question, but yeah, I am wondering if some of you are currently in a situation where you are looking after someone or fulfilling something of your pathway, and it is almost as though karmically, I think that window of opportunity is very close by. Maybe you have fulfilled something of a karmic obligation. Knowledge. Yeah, look at the book. And she holds a book. I think maybe there is we're connecting to some sort of karmic contract. What else do we have in your tarot cards? You have the Ace of Wands. Wow, look at that firework taking off here. We have the Hermit, or you have the Hermit. You have, look at the Lighthouse, okay. You have the Ace of Cups, that is magical. I love this Ace of Cups. And you have the Princess of Wands. This is the Page of Wands, which is all about passion. All about passion. Now, we will be drawing, I think, from a second deck in a moment, but let's look at what we have here for you first. How can I move these along a bit? I'll just put them here and we'll just continue as we go. Okay, I'll tell you what, I will read you from this book, just the poem. It's so beautiful. So this is card number 28. Almost on the right path. Okay, Enter the Garden of Delights. I'm going to put my glasses on so I can actually read this properly for you. Enter the Garden of Delights. Are you aware that sweetness is found everywhere in town? Are you aware that winter has gone and spring has come around? Are you aware that the sweet basil and the carnation are whispering in the garden and laughing about how simply everything is found? Are you aware the nightingale has come back from its flight, singing out messages of love to spread delight with every sound? Everything in the garden is granted the right from the divine court to appear for our delight. Everything is here to make the earth green and alive as a haven for our life. What remains buried in the soil will always endeavour to reach out. No one truly alive can ever be pawned to a prison or a tomb. Okay. I think you have been, possibly for a period of time, bound by something that you felt either obligated to do, or you feel that it needs to hold a priority, or it has held a priority. Let me just make sure that I think I've just made that worse. That's better. Okay. Yes. It's almost like I'm having to fiddle with things to make something work. I just feel there has been something that has bound you. Now, whether this is something you replay in your head or an actual physical circumstance, I feel there has been something that you felt you needed to fulfill, perhaps like a contract, but I don't think you ever lost sight of your light or of what you really wanted. But for some reason, there has been something that either got in the way. This will be completely unique to you. But there's something that has been in the way of you feeling as though you can truly step into the fullest of who you can be within relationship. Now, whether this applies to your love life in an existing relationship or it applies to you looking for love, right, what we are being shown here is that I think something of that is ending. It's the message here is really saying to you, this is actually coming. The window of opportunity is coming. You can rewrite your story. You can open a new chapter of your life. It's time to start afresh. You have two aces, the Ace of Wands and the Ace of Cups. The world of possibilities you aspire to illuminate and grow. Ace of Cups, the soul, the seeds of love you sent out breed fresh starts. The Princess of Wands, embark on a grand voyage. Your creativity is limitless. And the Hermit, your inner voice in solitude guides you to clarity. So looking at this lighthouse, it's like a beacon. I don't think within you you have ever lost sight of a fundamental desire to be in a partnership, to have love in a way that would be unbelievably fulfilling for you. Whatever that love would be, for many of you, most of you, this will be a relationship reading with another human being. But for some of you, it could be love of another sort, even your love and your connection with spirit, with source. But fundamentally, something has held you back, stopped you from being able to fully embrace this or to feel that it could arrive. It is now time to rewrite your story or write in the next chapter. I think things are turning around. I don't think you have ever lost sight, but I think you felt as though you had to maybe diminish your light. I'm hearing the word stolen, actually. I'm not sure where that's coming from, but as if somehow it felt as though maybe it wasn't okay to really flourish. I'm seeing this as a secret garden, as if you may have grown up around people or had an experience where you couldn't truly be yourself. You couldn't really shine. You couldn't have the delights. You couldn't dive into the fullest potential. And I think that's changing. I don't think you ever lost sight of your dreams. But now is the time. Now is the time for this to shift. And I think in the near future, your love life is seriously looking up and with a passion. What else do you have? The Queen of Pentacles. How magical. She is so loaded with fertility. This is a wonderful energy to show up. Let's get specific for you. So we know we've got in the near future. Could we please ask what is happening in the near future? How this happens? More information about this. You have the Knight of Swords. This is an interesting combination. Now, if we remove gender, so non-gender specific, you have a queen and a knight. I think your knight, whatever, or knightess, whatever that would be for you, I think your knight or knightess is going to bend over backwards to find you. I don't think you have to, interestingly enough, I don't think you have to reach out. I think they are arriving, and when they do, they will bend over backwards, literally, to try and impress you. I think somebody is coming in who wants to be that knight in shining armour, or knightess. As I said, this is non-gender specific. And if this is an existing relationship, this will be somebody who actually decides to step up. This is somebody who's going to step up in order to try and impress you, to win you over. You have the King of Wands. Wow. This is somebody who's going to step up. You have another knight. Look at all this energy, this dynamic energy coming in. I think we have space for another one here. Let's draw this. I've actually got two coming through. Let's take them both, and that one too I'm seeing, and this one as well. Okay, all these cards suddenly wanting to come out. It feels like this would be something really emerging, someone emerging for you. You have the Four of Swords. This has got like a mirror here. I'm hearing this sort of like mirror of the soul. I think this is somebody who is sort of prepared to bear all, to invite you with the King of Wands. I see this bridge. How interesting. Whether this is an existing relationship or it is somebody new coming in, I think in the very near future, somebody really steps up to bend over backwards, just almost to prove to you that they can be what you are seeking. And I think they will come forward with an invitation. They want you to sort of cross that bridge with them. I'm hearing as well, cross that bridge when you get there. What's that about? Cross that bridge when you come to it. Maybe there's been quite a turning point for them. Either in their life, they've reached a point where they recognise that they actually want something significant, real. They're searching for something. They want to write the next chapter of their life, and they want to write it with you. If you haven't yet met this person, they're looking for you at a level of soul. If this is someone in your current life, they are wanting to up their game. They want a new chapter. They want a fresh chapter. If you've had any separations, they want a fresh chapter with you. If you're in a relationship, this is really about someone stepping up and upgrading. We have the Three of Swords. That's interesting. The Ace of Pentacles. Wow. Now you've got another ace, and you have the Magician. Okay. If any of you have been hurt, because there's something about you being underground or didn't feel that you could really step into love. Now, whether this goes back historically to some sort of karmic contract or a feeling of where you've just been too bound up in your own working world or something like that, whatever's been going on, I think this is about to change. But if any of you have had heartbreak, I think this is a time when this can be healed. Seeds can be sown. The magic can happen. Whoever this is, your knight or knightess in shining armour, the chemistry between you is mind-blowing. So if you have had discord or separation and someone comes back in your life, they are very, very willing to start afresh. Absolutely willing to. If you have experienced any form of heartbreak or heartache, this is somebody, if it's someone completely new, this is somebody who is really prepared to show who they really are, to step up and prove to you that the magic is possible. This is very, very, very exciting. In the near future, I think your love life is seriously stepping up. Let us see whether we can just get any more information about perhaps how this person, or when. Let's ask about when. We know we've got in the near future. Is there any indication of timing? Are we looking at, weeks, months? I mean, all of these things are near future, but how soon are we looking at? This is coming through. We have the Ten of Pentacles. Wow, this is like the lottery win of the tarot. So it's the ultimate happiness. Now, there are many messages. This could literally be 10 days. I don't think it's 10 months, because I think that would not be in the near future. I mean, for some of you, it could be 10 days. For some of you, it could be within the next 10 weeks. Now, depending on where you live as well, and the season that you're living in, but this is also relevant, actually. If you're living in the Northern Hemisphere, and where I am, we are currently in kind of, I suppose, we're edging towards spring. The bees are not really out yet. It's still too cold. They're still hibernating. But gosh, within the next 10 weeks, the bees will be showing themselves. If you're in the Southern Hemisphere and you're heading into kind of autumn, then you're going to be retreating like the bear going into the cave. So I do feel this is an indication of probably, I would say, sometime in the next 10 weeks. I think that is the kind of indication that I'm seeing here. Wow. Pile 1, however we look at this, whether this is, if you are in an existing relationship and you're wondering where is this going, I think that your person is going to up their game. Seriously show you, demonstrate. If you feel they've been a closed book, I think they're going to open up. If you are looking for love, this is somebody who is going to really wear their heart on their sleeve. They're prepared to open up to you. They're prepared to really be their authentic self, to show you who they are, and very much demonstrate that they can and they will be the person that you are looking for. When you look in the mirror, it's that soulmate connection. They want to meet you on equal terms, and that really means honouring who you are. There's chemistry, there's passion, and I think there's a lot of healing here. Rather like somebody being your rock, or you being, but I think you would be theirs as well. But there is a lot of healing. It is as if any kind of history that might have either previously held you back or, excuse me, either held you back or you just have felt as though you needed to recover from something, whatever has happened in the past, whether it's relatively recent or goes way, way back. This is a connection that can heal those things. And yeah, I think this is absolutely magic. It's dynamite chemistry. That's unquestionable. And I think we're being shown a timing of the next 10 weeks. Pile 1, this is your reading. Thank you so much for being here. It is such an honour and a privilege to read for you. Dive in. Enter the garden of delights and sit in that space of anticipation, because as the law of attraction goes, that always helps. I don't think you have to go seek this person. I think they'll find you. Pile 1, tons of love. Thank you so much for being here. Don't forget to subscribe. Press the little bell icon if you want to make sure you never, ever, ever miss a reading or a live event or a webinar or anything that I post. Tons and tons of love. Pile 2, welcome to your reading. You have the amethyst heart and this beautiful lover's card, which we are going to put back into the pack. And we'll draw from this deck first. I have a second tarot pack as well to be using, because this is just the major arcana in this deck. Okay. I'm going to draw you a Rumi card, and I will read you the poem. The poems are just beautiful Rumi poems, so we will see what comes through for you. This and this for you. We'll get all your oracle cards out, and then we will draw additional tarot cards as well. It doesn't feel quite right. There it is. There is your card. Okay. This is interesting. Reconsider. Wow. Showing itself very clearly. So you have the card of death and temperance. Now those are powerful cards, very powerful cards. Now we are asking about what to expect next in your love life. You have the death card, you have temperance, and you have reconsider. You have wisdom. You have gratitude and mysticism. Okay. Then your Rumi card, divine discontent. That's a very, very, very interesting card. I'm going to read you the poem. Let's see what this is. So this is card number 12. Okay. Card number 12. Let me get my glasses so I can make sure I can read these properly for you. Divine discontent. Winter falls upon us, so spring can bring new growth. Cry the tears, allow the longing. Sadness brings surrender and a deep desire to be free. Okay. Something needs to come back into balance in your life, dear ones. You're needing to re-evaluate. Now, I think we need to draw your tarot cards to really understand what your reading is saying. Okay, let's draw more cards and see what else we are shown. Okay, I'm seeing this one as well too coming through. We can always draw more as well. We'll follow through with whatever happens. We have the Chariot, the Seven of Swords, the Eight of Swords, the Two of Wands, the Ten of Swords, the Tower. This is a big reading. Okay, you have the Hierophant, the King of Pentacles, and the Nine of Cups, which is lovely. Right, I'll come to these in a moment. Let's look at what we have here first. Okay. These are big cards, and something does need to come into balance, and there is something in this reading that is asking you to be an observer. The card of mysticism, like the story around this card, is of somebody unknown arriving at a party, maybe even someone who's uninvited, but it's a card that cautions you to be an observer, to notice. And the gratitude card is heavenly, because obviously gratitude is absolutely wonderful. It's a really high vibrational energy. But it's, again, the story within this card is about somebody who always sees the good in people. And I think that you are being asked to see somebody through a much more real lens. It could be that you've idealized somebody, or you are idealizing someone. If you are at the beginning of a connection, it may be that you are idealizing them, or that it's that saying, isn't it? Love is blind. And actually, sometimes it doesn't mean that person will be desperately bad for you or awful, but maybe you need to see them through a real lens, because if we don't see somebody through a real lens, then we are, I don't know, if we think that they are, we're leading eventually to some kind of a fall, or some kind of a disappointment. Divine discontent, very interesting card to have drawn. The Chariot is very interesting because it's a card where we often tussle within ourselves. It's, we try to look at things from more than one perspective. It's like, are we looking at things in black and white? Interesting, in this particular Chariot card, we have 3 horses. Most chariots are shown with 2 horses. This has 3. If any of you are in a, I'm going to say like something like a love triangle, or you're seeing somebody who could be seeing someone else, then there's caution around this. I know I spoke with somebody relatively recently. It was very interesting, who was seeing somebody and knew that they were winding out, or they believed they were winding out of a relationship. And it turned out they weren't winding out at all. It was a bit of a story that had been voiced. It became very apparent relatively quickly that this person had no intention of leaving their existing partner. So it was, and at that time they'd been drawn in. There's something here about you feeling there's something you either haven't seen yet, or you're not seeing, or you're being asked to reconsider. And I'm so sorry, because I feel like I'm being a bit of a bearer of not such positive news, although I think this can shift and change. It could be that this is again, just the way you are seeing somebody. And if you are idealizing them, then really rethink this. Have the wisdom to really see what you would be, what you're getting into. The Two of Wands is a card of great empowerment, of moving something forwards. Sometimes in a traditional pack, it depicts somebody coming out of a cave, so something being seen. Ten of Swords is a card of endings, and the Tower is a big card of radical shift and change. I think we will bring in our other cards, and I think we then need to inquire further. Now, these are rather lovely. You have the Hierophant, which is a card of commitment, of marriage, of tradition, marriage and tradition. Just noticing the Death card, it's like looking the other way. The Death card is looking that way. Now, Death is a beautiful card. I love the energy, and indeed you start with Death, you end with Tower. Wow. This is about change and shift. So something is radically going to change. That I do think. Radically going to change within your love life. We're asking what to expect next. It could be that you break with tradition. But if there is any kind of love triangle, maybe that is it, breaking with the traditions of the culture you're in. I don't know. We have the King of Pentacles. Now, he is an energy of... Where can I put these? I'm going to put them down here because I think we're going to want to draw potentially quite a few more cards. I'm following through with this for you. You have the Hierophant, you have the King of Pentacles, and you have the Nine of Cups. Nine of Cups is beautiful. The Nine of Cups is also a commitment. It can involve an engagement. The King of Pentacles is very much his own man, and I voice that in a non-gender specific way. He's very much his own person. He's very solid. This is interesting. If in any way you are currently in a situation with someone where you're not sure what's going on, I would be slightly biding my time here. I wouldn't be rushing to do something. I'd be observing, because I think there's more to be revealed before you will know what you wish to do. One way or the other, we've got a really almost like a happy ending here. Now, whether somebody steps up with the King of Pentacles and makes a real commitment to you, that is a possibility here. Though this could be you stepping up, taking charge of your life. And if you are closing a door to somebody because you see them, or you recognise the situation isn't really going to give you what you need and you've reconsidered, it would almost be suggesting here that the moment you energetically close that door, another one opens and somebody who is right for you would show up. Let's draw more cards. May we kindly ask for pile 2, okay, for more information. Oops. Scattering your cards. Here we go. You have the Knight of Pentacles and the Three of Swords. Okay. Climb that mountain when you get there. We've got a King and a Knight. The Knight of Pentacles, slow, steady progress. Look at them standing on a beautiful pentacle, but they're on ice. What is happening next? Let's get more cards. There's a further card. Then you have the Ten of Wands. Okay. Now, the Ten of Wands ultimately in its highest vibration is asking you to liberate yourself from something that is either oppressive or holding you back, or is a limitation or an obligation. If you are in an existing relationship or connection, and you're asking, and you have come to this reading wondering, what's happening next? Is my person going to, up their game? Is something going to get better? I feel that this is about you liberating yourself from something, whether this is a someone that you are currently with or something that's relatively new and you are needing to see them for who they are in order to make realistic choices, or this is something within you, like you're an attitude to relationships that you need to actually release and let go. Be the observer of yourself. If you have felt tangled, within yourself, feeling as though you can't, whatever the shoulds and shouldn'ts and oughts and aren'ts and do's and don'ts in your head, this could also be about you liberating yourself from those patterns. But there is something here that needs to complete, to be seen, to be understood, and to complete in order for your love life to then flourish. And that's what I'm seeing here. I'm going to draw more cards and get more information for you. So let us ask, assuming that this reaches its conclusion, and we may want to ask about timings, but if this is inner work, but I do think this is, we've got a great card here. Then we've got some fantastic cards: King of Pentacles, Nine of Cups, Knight of Pentacles. As soon as you are liberated from something, I think something can move forwards. But let's ask, what happens if my pile twos are, when this completes, whatever this is, when their world comes back into balance? You have the Six of Pentacles. Oh, look at that. Look at the harmony in this card. This is a card of generosity. This is like, almost like your vibe attracts your tribe. I think when things come back into balance, because something has ended, you have the Death card. You have the Ten of Pentacles, wow, which is the card of happy families, love, long-term happiness, joy, abundance in the truest sense of the word, which I think in a relationship reading is about really true love, finding the right people. The Eight of Wands is a card of such speed. I actually do think the moment this completes, now whether this is stuff in your head or whether it's an actual circumstance or a connection with someone that isn't right for you, or something you need to see more clearly so you can take action, something needs to complete. That is very clear. And I'm so sorry that you're in a position where something needs to complete, but that is what we're seeing. Then actually your world opens up, and my goodness me, it opens up fast. It's as though the moment this happens, the right people, your vibe attracts your tribe. The right people come in at the right time, the right person, the right love, the right community. That's what we're seeing here. So there's a really fast, speedy, beautiful ending. Well, a fast, speedy, beautiful new beginning, a fast, speedy, beautiful life of happiness. As soon as something else completes, but the something else has to complete first. Wow, gosh, these are very deep readings. Well, we never know what's going to show up in a reading, and I have to read as I see it. My beautiful souls, I'm sorry if you are in any way feeling trapped by either a circumstance, a person, or indeed something in your own mind that is holding you back. But whatever that is, the moment it completes and is released, I think your world will spring into action, literally, in a really amazing way. But I do think there is something going on around you. And I do think maybe you've looked the other way, or, there is something you need to see and acknowledge clearly. We can't change anything unless we acknowledge it. As long as we don't, we choose not to see it, we continue. And something of that energy clings to us and holds us back. My beautiful, beautiful soul, thank you for being here, Pile 2. Thank you so much. I'm sending you the hugest hug in the world. Don't forget to subscribe, press the little bell icon if this is resonating with you and you'd like to make sure you never miss a reading, ever, 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 or indeed a webinar or an event or anything that I do. Beautiful souls, tons and tons of love. Pile 3, you have the Cat's Eye Heart, very beautiful, and the Sufi Tarot deck. Let's pop this in and shuffle and draw some cards. I will be using a second tarot deck as well. I'm seeing this and this. Definitely that one. And actually, it's that one in there. Both of those. Okay, let's draw your oracle cards as well. In each of the readings today, I've read the poem. These are Rumi cards, and the poetry is so beautiful. I've read the poem for each of them, so I will do the same for you as well. Gosh, there's a very still energy coming in here with your reading. That's interesting, very distinct. Gosh, very interesting energy arriving with you as you are tuning in, and the cards are tuning in with you, my beautiful pile 3s. Let's see what this means. What is arriving for my pile 3s? Okay, what to expect next in your love life. Okay, you have Don't Stop. You have Facade. Oh, this is lovely. Safe Travel. The Rumi card is Al-Uza, Star of Venus. Wow. Okay. And you look at that. You could not write it. Your first card is the Star. Wow. Okay. You have the Star. You have the card of Temperance. You have the Ace of Swords. The Ten of Pentacles. And the Daughter of Staffs. This is the Page of Wands. So, okay. Wow. What a lineup of tarot cards as a beginning. Absolutely do not stop. Really, truly. Now, you have, I will read the poem in a moment. Al-Azhar, Star of Venus, you have Facade, you have Safe Travel, and Don't Stop. Okay, I will draw more cards in a moment from a different tarot deck. But first of all, let's read to you from this. So this is card number 26. Here we are. Okay, here we are. I'm putting my glasses on each time to make sure I can read it properly. The writing's really tiny. Okay, Al-Azhar, Star of Venus. I am the pure light, my son. I am not a handful of worthless dust. I am not just an empty shell. I am a regal pearl formed in this world. Close your eyes to see and become aware of me. Perceive me with eyes that see the unseen. Come into the mystery to find me. I am a carefree visitor here for you. Wow. I'm so struck as we're reading this that this is close your eyes to see, become aware of me, perceive with eyes that see the unseen. And you have the cat's eye, which is actually beautiful crystal, but a cat's eye is something that is positioned in the road to help to illuminate the darkness so you can see your way, so you can travel safely. Wow. Okay. Now, this could be metaphorical travel, or it could actually be travel. Gosh, the Star. We also, with the Temperance card, see a beach. And we see the Ace of Swords cutting through the cloud here. I'm going to draw more cards before I really dive in, but this absolutely is a message of don't stop. This is a message of don't in any way perceive that love is not coming to you. Look, see through the facade. I think for some of you there could be a childhood pattern or something that maybe got in the way of you. Maybe you didn't have a good role model of a relationship. But, you know, I also want to say, irrespective of your time in life, your age, your physical age, love is waiting for you. You could be 97 and love is waiting for you. Don't stop. There is something here about the really big time asking you to keep going. Now, for some of you, there could genuinely be travel on the horizons, and this could be leading you to love. If you are in a relationship where it's feeling a bit of an uphill struggle, this is a reading that would say keep going. Keep going. Don't stop. But let's draw more cards and see what else we're shown. We're asking about pile 3, what to expect in their love life next. What is coming next? You have the Empress. Wow, this is a card of such fertility. And we have Venus showing up again. I feel like for some of you, you could literally be on the brink of manifesting love. Almost, at that time, that moment when you sort of think, gosh, it's not happening. If you'd had a disappointment in on a dating site or something, I don't know. Almost that point where you think, oh, is this ever really going to happen? It's like it's at that point. You have the Maiden of Swords. This is the Page of Swords. This really is a don't give up reading. I'm seeing these cards coming through for you. Let's just see what comes through. And these as well. This one and also that one. Okay. I think we can put one more along here. What is coming out for you? The Nine of Wands. This is a very powerful image for a Nine of Wands. You're so close to the finish line. This is absolutely what this is telling us. You are so close to the finish line. You're so nearly there. Don't give up. Whether this is an existing relationship where you've had to jump through all sorts of hoops to make it possible. Whether this is a relationship where you're with someone, again, an existing relationship where you are wondering if they're ever really going to move forwards and make that full commitment. Or whether you are single and looking for love and you're wondering if it's ever going to happen. This is saying don't give up. You are so, so close to manifesting this. Look what comes next, the Sun. Wow, this is beautiful. Then you have the Two of Pentacles. Then you have the Queen of Pentacles. You have the Eight of Wands. You have the card of Strength. And you have the Six of Cups. Look at the web that is being woven. Okay. How amazing. Right. This is manifesting. Whatever the outcome that you are seeking, relationship-wise, love-wise in your life, you are so, so, so close to the end goal. You're so close to making this happen. Hold your vision. Keep that in sight. Do not on any account lose hope or feel that this cannot happen for you. Keep going. You've got strength. Persevere. That's really what I want to say. It is so, so, so close to you. It's like it's literally just so close. Gosh, I have to say it may be very, very close for some of you. Now, at the time of doing this reading, now you could be watching this. It's a timeless reading. You could be watching this in a year's time, in 6 months' time, in 10 years' time. But whenever you come to it, the energy will be right. That's what draws you to a reading. And the reading finds you in that moment. But as I am actually uploading this today, tomorrow's Valentine's Day, it happens to be 2026. And next week, I believe it's Tuesday, we have a monumental, epic and amazing new moon annular eclipse. And an annular eclipse is when the moon is quite far away from the earth. So when she passes in front of the sun for that eclipse, what you see is a ring of fire. And I'm just seeing it here. I think it could literally be that close. So if you're watching this in 6 months or 8 months or a year, it's that close. That's the energy. It's like it's literally in your hands. This is fascinating. Yes, literally yesterday evening, I did a live event. Thank you so much to those of you who joined me. And I also, prior to that, gave a moon seminar to my students who are doing both my tarot course and my Manifest with the Moon seminars. And we did in the actual seminar, we did a very, very, very long ring of fire meditation. And literally within that meditation, that's what I was guided to say. I don't write my meditations, I just tune in and I'm there. That's what came. It was a ball of fire held in your hands, literally gifted. I think this could literally be this, it could be this close, like that imminent. And look at the fertility here in the Two of Pentacles, which sometimes can mean on the earthly plane manifesting that connection. And look at, it creates the infinity symbol, a balanced, beautiful, harmonious life with somebody, a connection, love. This is the lottery win of the tarot. I think you are literally that close to something arriving. I think it will be beautiful, fertile, with the Queen of Pentacles. I think it will go from strength to strength when it happens. I think it will move forwards quickly. Now, you may be thinking, ooh, I don't want a relationship that moves forwards quickly. I'd like to take my time if I meet somebody. I think the strength of feeling and that sense of connectedness, I think, will grow very, very fast. I think you would become a visible couple. This wouldn't be one of those sort of dating for 10 months or 12 months or something, and then you think, oh, should we announce to the world we're actually a couple? I think you'll be out there pretty quickly. You've got the symbol of Leo here. I think you will be visible quite quickly, actually, as a couple. I think this is a relationship that really will go from strength to strength and build very, very quickly. I think you will connect, potentially build that sort of sense of a web together. Wow. I think this really is a very, very, very joyous, very exciting, very passionate. With the daughter of staffs is the Page of Wands in a traditional pack. That's the language of it. Very passionate, full of passion, full of excitement, newness, vibrancy, life, fertility. If any of you have been struggling to conceive, if in what's happening next in your love life, if somehow a family come into it, I think that there's this promise of that here too. Doesn't matter where you are, what age or stage of your world. What's important is the age and stage of what is about to arrive, and I think it is imminent. Literally, I mean, like so close it's untrue. And I do think this is going to really flourish and fast. Wow, there's chemistry, there's joy, there's long-term happiness. What's not to love? What's not to love? Wow, I think as well, thinking of all the eyes, maybe also, I want to say in a way, maybe you didn't see it coming, but I think it's perhaps because whatever arrives, whether this is upgrading an existing relationship in your world, or indeed it's someone completely new coming in, I think it's almost like bigger and better than you could have dreamed. That's what you don't see. It's like it lights up the dark. It lights you up. Just make sure my card's actually focusing properly. I'm not sure they are. Yeah, I hope that's better. Okay. Wow. Here I am finally focusing and recognising the camera might not have been focused. My apologies if you couldn't see the cards clearly. Maybe that's part of it. Maybe you didn't see this coming. But honestly, I think it's like that far away from you. Whatever this is, it's beautiful. What's not to love? Pile 3, this is your reading. I am sending you all the love in the world. Truly, truly, this is so, so magical. I could sit in your energy every day of the week. Don't forget to subscribe. Press the little bell icon if you want to make sure you never, ever, ever miss a reading. I am sending you all the love in the world. Thank you for being here. Tons and tons and tons of love. And I look forward to seeing you again for another reading really, really soon.